The Glock 17 Gen 5. Really nice gun. Now, here we have another Glock 17 Gen 5. And we notice on this one we have a few serrations on the front of the barrel. We also notice that on this one there are no serrations on the front of the barrel. On this one, the Glock insignia, the 17 Generation 5, is towards the center of the slide, and all the identifying markers are towards the front of the slide on this one. Okay. How good of a job did VFC do with their gas blowback Glock 17 when you actually compare it with the actual Glock 17? Now, I want you to try to determine which is the actual Glock 17 firearm. Can you guess? Well, if you guess the one on the right, then you're correct. This is the actual Glock 17. This is the VFC version, the gas blowback version. Now, VFC did a really good job in, let me clear this first of all, in mocking up their Glock 17. I mean, it's pretty much an identical one-to-one replica. I mean, even when you size them together, I don't know if you can see that. There's some subtle differences, but they're pretty much the same when you put them side by side. I mean, they line up. So VFC did a really good job in producing their gas blowback version of the Glock 17. Now, once you hold them in your hands in comparison, you can tell that the actual firearm, the Glock 17, is just a little bit heavier because of the metal slide, the steel slide, where this is a lighter, I don't know if it's steel, it's like an aluminum or something. And so you can tell in your hands that this gas blowback is the lighter gun, but there's not much weight difference there. Now, I'm not sure about all the Gen 5 Glocks. This one has a serration in the front and in the rear, and the gas blowback version only has the serrations in the rear. The sights are a little different. This has the dot sights, and this has the dot and bar sight. Another thing you can notice in the rear of the gas blowback and the actual Glock, you notice this little cutout right over here, which on the actual firearm, you see that little tab that's in there. That's one way to tell. But at a glance, or even unless you're doing a close examination, you wouldn't know that you're not holding a real firearm if you're holding this gas blowback version of the actual Glock 17. Okay. Okay, and here we have these slides locked to the rear. And as you know, you have more of a tilt on the barrel with the actual firearm. But I'm not getting into all those details. They break down the same. Basically, gas blowback functions the same as a real firearm in your loading process, chambering process, shooting, mag eject, breakdown. Everything functions like the actual gun. You have actual blowback with the gas blowback gun. Of course, it's unlike the blowback you would get from an actual firearm, but it is good, substantial, felt recoil. And I think that VFC did an excellent job in producing their Gen 5 Glock 17 when compared to the actual firearm. Now, you've heard of situations where kids have had, or someone has had an airsoft gun and They had an encounter with the police and they end up getting shot. Well, because these things look real. I mean, they look real. So there's no way for an officer to tell whether you have an actual firearm or a gas blowback. And if you're pointing something like this at a police officer, you're asking, to get shot anyway. So, but anyway, this video is more so about the quality of the gas blowback when compared to the actual firearm. They really did a great job. As you can see, it's really hard to tell. If this were lying here by itself, you would not be able to tell that that was not an actual firearm. And I use this for at-home training because to get practice getting sight pictures, practice drawing, and things of that sort. Because this is a carry gun for me, and I want to train with something that is pretty equal to what I actually carry. If I'm not at the range, I can use this at home. And so, again, props to VFC for making, such an accurate one-to-one replica of the actual Glock 17. Okay, now I put this wind light on here. Actually, I don't even run a light on this gun here, but I put it on here to off of another gas blowback that I have because I wanted to confuse the audience to make them wonder which one, was the real firearm and which one was the gas blowback. All right. So what do you say? Can you really tell the difference? All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.